What up gamers, I'm Sir Mav and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. It's an exciting new week for Destiny 2, but before we jump into all of the new weapons, exotics, and trials tests coming in the Season of the Worthy next week, I ran through one more quick test for weapon reloads this week. In this video, you'll get a better understanding of reload speeds for different mods, exotics with reloading abilities, and how they stack up on one another to provide you with the fastest reload times in Destiny 2. But just like reload perks on your weapons, there are also character exotics and abilities that instantly reload your weapon or weapons while equipped. For instance, ability-wise, the Hunter has its Marksman's Dodge, which automatically reloads your weapon in hand, which luckily is an option no matter what subclass you've chosen. Unlike the Hunter, the Titan only has one ability that's capable of instantly reloading your weapon, which is known as Frontal Assault, found in the code of the Juggernaut subclass for your Striker, which can be a devastating combo when combined with the insurmountable Skullfort exotic for the Titan, as you'll have this ability almost indefinitely in any activity. None of the Warlock abilities have any reload skills tied to them unless combined with certain exotics, two of which are highly desirable for both solo and team support. But we'll get into those exotics and how they fare here at the end of this video. For exotics that allow you to instantly reload your weapons though, we have Transversive Steps on the Warlock, Sealed Ahamkara Graphs and Dragon Shadow for the Hunter, and Actium War Rig and Peacekeepers for the Titan. The Actium War Rig and Peacekeepers are sort of instant in a sense, but not really. The War Rig only works for auto rifles and machine guns, but it is useful in that it is always steadily reloading a portion of these weapons from reserves every second. The Peacekeepers on the other hand are submachine gun specific and only work when the gun is stowed, so definitely not as viable as the other choices in your inventory. Exotics that enhance reload speeds on weapons themselves is the Ophidian Aspect and Lunafaction Boots for the Warlock, and the Mechaneer's Trick Sleeves for the Hunter, which enhance sidearm reload speeds, which we will be looking into here more at the end. But before we jump into that, I tested out all the mods on our gauntlets to help you better choose which to equip when running different loadouts in Destiny 2. It's also about optimization in which exotic you choose, as many of the Guardians are not going to have masterworked armor going into any given activity within Destiny 2. Or maybe you do, I'm honestly not sure of those statistics. In any case, prioritization is key when getting the most out of your gear. For instance, let's look here at the spare rations, which I'm sure many of you are going to be utilizing come trials next season. With the Universal Light Arms Loader equipped, which decreases reload speed for hand cannons, sidearms, submachine guns, and bows, you gain a 7% decrease in the ration's reload speed, which is very similar to the hand cannon loader mod found on Void Affinity armor that will grant you a decrease of 8% in the spare ration's reload speed. But let's be honest, 1% is not a huge difference, but you'll gain the most efficiency in mods by utilizing a Void Affinity gauntlet and running the hand cannon loader mod. And this is because the hand cannon mod costs only 3 energy as opposed to 4 found on the Light Arms loader. Of course, you could also run the enhanced hand cannon loader mod if you have it, but it will cost you 5 energy on your armor. But here's the real case you need to consider. Say you are running a hand cannon as your primary and a sniper rifle as your secondary in the special slot. You're better off utilizing the sniper rifle loader over the hand cannon loader on your gauntlets, and here's why. So not that you'll ever run Izanagi's in PvP, but let's just use this as an example, as it's the only one I ran a test on as far as sniper rifles go. The spare rations, even with the enhanced hand cannon loader mod, only decreases reload speed by 12%, which equates to a mere 0.3 second decrease from its base reload speed of 2.3 seconds. With the sniper rifle loader mod for the Izanagis, you gain a 25% decrease in the sniper's reload speed. Therefore, you gain the most benefit by utilizing the sniper reloader mod over the hand cannon one, as you're dropping the Iza's reload speed down from 3.1 seconds to 2.3, basically making it the same as the spare ration's base reload speed at the 2.3 seconds. Also, for some reason I just have this feeling that we're going to see an enhanced hand cannon reloader mod on the artifact this next season. Could be just a visual bug, but it's just a hunch that hand cannons will likely see even more use within the Season of the Worthy. Anyways, as mentioned before, we can decrease that weapon reload speed even further when utilizing certain exotics for the Warlock and Hunter. And for the sake of understanding each mod's benefit, here's the data table of weapons and mod tests I ran to help you in selecting which mod will be more beneficial to your build, whether it be in PvE or PvP activities within Destiny 2. And before you ask, I did test double stacking reload mods on our gauntlets to see if it was worth it. Although you do see percentage decreases in reload speeds when 2 of the same mods are equipped, the benefits definitely don't outweigh the costs of utilizing 2 of the same reload mods. But other than that, now we're getting into what I was really curious about. I wanted wanted to know if there was a substantial benefit to stacking on reload speed abilities. So this is where we get into exotics mentioned earlier, like the Ophidian Aspect and the Lunafaction boots found on the Warlock. Now I would say that the Ophidian gauntlets are more of a PvP focused exotic over the Lunafaction boots, which are definitely made for PvE activities. If you're planning on maining a Warlock in Trials, the Ophidian Aspects should definitely be on your radar, given that not only do they increase reload speeds on your weapons, but also increase melee range. And with these new changes to the Warlock's melee range in the Season of the Worthy, these exotics could provide you with a substantial advantage in PvP when it comes to melee battles. By how much? Well, that's a test for another video. But in the case of testing reload speed stacks with these combined exotics and mods, I learned rather quickly that there seems to be a cap on how much you can decrease the reload speed of any given weapon. For instance, with the popular Izanagi sniper rifle, which the majority of you have likely used when running in-game content, it seems to have a cap decrease at 55%. Meaning the sniper rifle will reload no faster than 1.4 seconds. It's also interesting to note that for these tests, I learned that exotic reload perks don't stack up on top of one another. For example, when you and another Warlock both have Lunafaction boots equipped and both initiate wells, the reload speed perks don't stack. So if you are running this, don't stack your wells on top of each other when utilizing the solar middle tree of the Warlock. Me and my buddy here even tried a regular rift with well, and that didn't work either. It's also interesting to note that this was the same when my buddy had the Lunas equipped and I had the Ophidian Aspects on. Whichever exotic provides the most benefit takes over. So with both active, I still acquired the same 55% decrease in reload speed from the Lunafaction boots over the Ophidian Aspect gauntlets, which only give you a decrease of 32% for the rifle's reload speed. So in the case of reload exotics, just like I mentioned before, they won't stack up on each other. But you can stack reload speeds from the mods plus the exotic reload ability and add on any reload perk on top of that to grant your weapon with its fastest reload speed. So in breaking down the Izanagi's burden, the gun alone has a base reload speed of 3.1 seconds. Add on the sniper rifle mod and you reduce that reload speed by 25% down to 2.3 seconds. Put Lunafaction boots into the mix with a well or rift and you reduce that reload speed even further down to 1.4 seconds at a max of 55% reduction. Adding Outlaw to the mix, which, a reminder, this will be replaced by no distraction for the Izanagis in the next season, only reduces the reload speed by another 1% to 56, which in the scheme of seconds doesn't matter all that much. But I think when it comes to higher powered weapons, Bungie seems to have capped them to a certain extent, so not to completely make these weapons broken within the game. But as you'll see in the following tables showing on screen, you can see the added benefits in stacking weapon reload perks into the mix with other weapons like the Buzzard Sidearm or Hammerhead machine gun. With the Love and Death grenade launcher, it seemed to run into the same thing as the Izanagi's in capping out at a certain reload speed. So again, it could be that there is indeed a reload speed cap to each weapon, and some are just easier to reach than others within the game. But there you have it, gamers. Just wanted to give y'all a breakdown of reload speed stacks within the game so that you may have a better understanding of how to equip your loadout within Destiny 2. Season of the Worthy is just a few days away, so be on the lookout for more weapon tests to come along with other guides, and a look into the new artifact and its perks once it drops. Any questions or comments about this video, or if you have any future videos you want to see, just drop them down in the comment section below. But as usual, if you enjoyed the content, drop this video a like and tap for subscribe for more on Destiny 2. See you out in the solar system, gamers. But until next time, this is Sir Mav, signing off.